Hello everyone, this is MJ. You are at my channel called Reading This Life. My channel is where we talk fiction, friends, and fun. Today, I have a little bit of a book haul for you. Stay tuned. Okay, so this book haul is kind of picking up where my last one left off a little bit. I'll put a card here if you missed that. Epic, epic, epic. Horror, vintage, book haul, just fabulousness, fabulousness. So, I got one in the mail today, and I got one in the mail yesterday, and there's one waiting for me at the post office that's closed, so I can't get that. But I just wanted to, hauls always make us feel giddy, a little positive, and on our corner, our neighborhood of BookTube this week, it's been rough. So if I could bring some joy with sharing some books with all of you, then it's a good thing, right? Okay. So the first one that I missed was, this is Captain Blood. Captain Blood is by Michael Blodgett. Michael Blodgett, I learned, also wrote White Castle. White Castle with Susan Sarandon, and gosh, I can't think of his name. What is his name? I think I'm having a senior moment. I have all these names going through my head, and it's not the one I need. James Spader. Thank you. Thank you, brain. James Spader. So this came up in a conversation over at Criminality's Discord with one of his subscribers, saying that this is a book that's perfect for Garb August. It's a little bit on the disturbing side. Should be pretty interesting. So I'm going to read you the back. Okay. Warning. This is high tension material. Touch and you will not be able to let go. Stripped of all conventional moral insulation, the bare wires of this story will fuse onto the nerve ends, then shock and stun with an electric charge that burns to the bone. The power is on. A blurb from Playboy. Hold your attention like the howl of a wolf in the dead of the night. Mario Puzo says, one of the most savagely graphic and terrifying novels I've read in years. Blodgett has created a white-hot West Coast thriller. Taut, sexual, and totally compelling. I couldn't put it down. So that is a novel of epic revenge, Captain Blood. This is kind of tough to find, but a bunch of us found these amazing copies on World of Books. I don't think this has ever been read. And this was published in 1981. It's really good. It's really good. And it wasn't that expensive. A little bit more on the pricier side, but it wasn't bad. So that's Captain Blood. And I think there's 4 of us that are going to go in and read this for Garb August. I think it's Garb August. I'm pretty sure. I got to write stuff down. Okay. Then I got from one of my creator friends, Latasha Haynes. I will leave her channel linked down below. She lived in England last year. Was it last year? Yeah, it was last year. And I asked her, I said, hey, if you don't mind, would you be able to pick up a program whenever, I'll send you, repay you, whatever. Like, I just want to have something from the event. It was the Queen's Jubilee. And she's like, yeah, sure, no problem. So she, picked up one of these programs or whatever. Completely forgot about it. She had stuff going on in her life. She had to take her channel, give it a break. She's back. And I got the nicest package in the mail. So I received, it's the Platinum Jubilee of the Queen. And it's 1952, 1922. This is the original souvenir program. So Latasha, thank you so much. I can't wait to sit down with a cup of tea and just be in the mood and page through it. 70 years. Happy and glorious. And I do miss the Queen. I do. My family, we were royalists, so I'm a royalist. So she also tagged along this book, and this is The Case of the Gilded Fly by Edmund Crispin. One of the last exponents of the classical English detective story, elegant, literate, and funny. And she said she found, let me read the note just so I don't misquote her. She said she found a ton of these books at a thrift store while she was still in England. She thought it looked cool. She didn't know if they were any good, but I thought I would include it in case it's something I might enjoy. So sweet. She's amazing. Go and check out her channel. Go and give it a peek, a like, and a subscribe. No, I'm not kidding. Go and do it right now. She's awesome. Thank you, Latasha. Okay. Then, when I was on vacation in Europe, I started scrolling and doing this little Paperbacks from Hell project, trying to see what I could find, trying to get some ideas going. This book kept showing up in my feed, and I liked it. I watched the auction. I let it slide by a bunch of times, and the seller just kept reposting it, and it's kind of like that little knock, like, hey, it's back up. You might want to take a peek at it. You know, it goes down after a couple days. They put it back up. Hey, psst, knock, knock, knock. It's back if you want to take a look at it. It's still available. So I finally went for it. It wasn't that expensive. This is Night Waves by David Irons. Hold on. Is this David Irons that did the werewolf book that I fell in love with? The Wolf Moon? Come on. Hold on. Okay, so no joke, it's the same author. I'm blown away. I'm completely freaked and I'm completely blown away. The reason I loved this book is because of the cover. It gives me 80s vibes. It gives me weird science. It gives me, there's something not right going on here. It looks like LA and it looks like something is happening and this chick is involved. And I'm blown away that it's by the same author. Oh my gosh. Because when I got this in the mail, I actually thought this took place in the 80s because, I'm sorry, but this is like a total 80s look here. And it's brand spanking new. So I'm going to read you the back because this is really what made me hit the buy button. And like I said, I bought this off a dude on eBay from California, like... Oh, it takes place in California. Well, I bought the book from California. It takes place in Ireland. No, England. It looks like LA though. All right. Off the south of England, an old evil has set free. While drilling out at sea, the ill-fated crew of a rig have released something old, something that's been waiting to return to the surface. A hive of sea sirens. Creatures that need human hosts to survive and human faces to lure people to their demise. Kristen Costello is a model from East London. Bored of her vacuous existence, she leaves her old life of excess behind and moves to Brighton with her cousin Simone. Hello to my friends in Brighton. After a random attack one night under Brighton Pier, Kristen becomes the object of one of the creature's obsessions. Psychically linked by its scratch, she becomes a beacon for its desire to use her body as its own and be the face they need. Always knowing where she is, constantly stalking her by night, it seems there is no way to escape. With the help of Simone, her girlfriend Gina, and a local clairvoyant, Melissa Clark, Kristen must fight back against the creature as it tries to drag her back down below into the depths, down into the night waves. An intriguing modern chiller, Night Waves is instantly enticing. Yeah, it's by the same author as this book. No joke. Did not plan it, I had no connection whatsoever. Enthralls from the first page, pulling readers into a seductive and glamorous abyss, a siren's song of scares. This is his first horror novel. I told you I was going to be a fan of this dude, and I am. All right. Like, you can't make that stuff up. All right. Then I got this beauty in the mail today. This is from Better World Books in Mishawaka, Indiana. This was an eBay purchase. Sometimes I worry about how they package these things. This is a Paperback from Hell. And I got a cheapie. Ooh. So y'all know what to do on eBay, right? When you're like buying books. Hopefully. Okay, so when you buy books on eBay, oh God, it's in great condition. You guys are gonna die. Okay, so when you buy books on eBay, you want to like heart it, favorite it, and then if you there's like an option that you can click, you know, not to watch the item, but something like that. If you like it, the seller may get notified and may send you an offer. So if they're open to offers, they're probably going to send you an email within like a day and just knock it down a couple bucks. And sometimes that'll be it for me. Like, hey, if a book is $15 and you knock it down to $9, like I'm probably going to get it. So I'm not exactly sure exactly what I paid for this, but I'll list it here. It wasn't a lot. It wasn't a lot. Are you ready? So remember last week in my haul that I said, I have this thing for like possessed children. Yeah, well, this is the mother of all possessed children. Well, not really the mother because that would be Damien, but this is like next in line. This is, let me see, hold on, because it's in here too. And I didn't realize it was in here until after I bought it, which is good because it means like my instincts are on track. Like you can't forget the cover. If anyone has read this, comment down below and let me know. I would be so curious to find out. There's so many good books in here. I have my, oh, that one. This one got away from me last week. Somebody had it on eBay and it started at 99 cents. I was the highest bidder and I lost with like 10 seconds to go. I got outbid by 50 cents. Panther. I'm on a hunt for that book. All right, where is it? Oh, I just thought of another one I have coming into. Oh gosh. There it is. So this is under the chapter called Parenting the Homicidal Child. And you can see different covers. There's some more covers. And that's the one I got. It's Lupe. Look at that cover. Oh, it's brilliant. And it's a step back cover. Are you ready? Are you ready? Okay. Okay. I don't know if I'm ready. Are you ready? I don't know if I'm ready. Okay. I'm ready. Ready? Oh! It's amazing. It's amazing. Okay. The devil's work is for child's play. For Lupe. I'll read you the back. Horror and suspense blended brilliantly in a taut thriller calculated to scare the bejeebers out of anyone. That's from the New York Post. The Vatican, 5th century AD. Pope Gregory is ordered to be sealed forever. The 9th Gregorian chant a profane, unholy invocation of the devil. San Francisco, 1977. Emily Blake has begun to hear strange disembodied voices calling to her in her home. Her husband's lover has been burned to death in a chair behind a locked door. The ancient charge of murder by witchcraft has been leveled at Emily. Emily, whose only hope may be a grotesque 11-year-old boy with a demonic sexual craving. A little boy who has already taken her once evilly. A little boy who taught her the tune of a chant unheard for 1,500 years. Lupe! Scary, shocking, absolutely convincing. The best occult thriller since Rosemary's Baby. You shouldn't miss it. Yeah. Can't wait. It's gonna be so awesomely bad. I can't wait. I can't wait. I don't know if I could read this, but I'm gonna read you like the first thing. Okay. The New York Times says, an entertaining, complicated thriller. The terror is palpable. That night, she went to bed early. She wanted to wait up for David, but she was exhausted. As soon as her head touched the pillow, she fell into a deep sleep. She was awakened some hours later by a gentle stroking of her legs. She turned onto her back, opening her arms. David. Then, a face pressed close to hers. She felt the downy softness of the cheek, smelled the odor of garlic. She opened her eyes. It was Lupe. I freaking love it. Comment down below and let me know if you read this grand master of trashy paperback from hell. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. And that is basically it. I have a couple more coming in the mail. And like I said, nothing crazy. I'm not busting the bank over these books. And I'll tell you, I'm going to do a whole video on the price of books, because I know a lot of these have been reissued by I think it's Vandencourt Books. I'll put the name here, which is awesome. But the pricing of them is a little exorbitant, in my opinion. It's a little much, in my opinion. And I think we need to have a discussion about the price of books. Yeah. So secondhand, baby. Secondhand use. And this is, I mean, there's a huge chunk taken out of here, but I mean, it's the cover, people. This book was printed in 1977. This is 1977. Glorious, glorious, glorious 1977. Look at it. Can you imagine that face waking you up in the middle of the night? You think it's your husband? It's not. It's Lupe. All right, everyone. I don't know when I'm going to read it, but probably July, maybe Garb August. I don't know. We'll see. But, all right. I hope everyone's doing well. I hope that made you smile. I hope that brought some joy into your life. Remember, let's take care of each other during this difficult time. A lot of us are still going through waves of emotions, and, it's been a week. It's been a week here. Make sure you check in on your friends, especially friends that were friends with Pax, because it's really important that, the relationships that we make here, we keep here. And, you're not a good friend if you're not checking in on people. Sorry, I said it. So, make sure that you're taking care of yourself so you can take care of others. And I will see you in my next video, whether that be sooner or later. So until next time, everyone, goodbye for now.